For most people, Halloween is the only time of the year they get to dress up as someone else. But we get to do it for our job as Storybook Hawaii entertainers.
Here's the story behind the company started by Casey Thompson, who happens to be married to an Elvis tribute artist, Johnny Fortuno from Wahiawa.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl in Ohio who wanted to be a singer. Hi, my name is Casey Fortuno, and I am the owner of Storybook Hawaii. I started singing very, very young. 9 years old was the first time I was on stage, and it was for a production of Gypsy. And I had a dance teacher at the time who talked me into auditioning. And once I got the part and got on stage, I just absolutely knew that was what I was going to do. And my parents were very supportive of that. So they got me into pretty much every fair, every festival, anything that you could possibly be seen at. And once I finished up high school, pretty much immediately after I graduated, I moved to Branson, Missouri, and auditioned, got the first job I auditioned for, and it started the ball rolling. So I was in one show after another, from theme parks to cruise ships. I ended up doing a reality thing for the Today Show. I moved to LA. It's been singing pretty much my whole life. My husband is Johnny Fortuno. He works for Legends in Concert, and he is the Elvis in the show, which is actually why we moved to Hawaii. And we actually had kind of a rivalry going on because we were in South Carolina and we were in the same shows. So we kept coming back and seeing each other again and again in the shows. And the producer would always put us together. When we came to Hawaii, basically it was for Johnny. And I became part of a band, but I had a lot of time on my hands. My mom and I actually came up with this idea like 13 years ago when we were watching an interview on the Today Show and they had princesses come on, and we just looked at each other and we're like, wouldn't that be great if you could send princesses to anyone's house and they could make anyone's dream come true? I can't say that I was big on princessing or anything like that, but I have an obsession with costumes. Halloween is my favorite time. I go all out. I'm preparing like 2 months ahead of time, except now because I do this every day. We actually started with just one basic dress that my mom was here on vacation visiting me, and we decided we were gonna start with this idea, and she actually makes the costumes for us. Not only that, I piece them together myself. I'm not the seamstress that she is by any means, but everything with this business is custom, which makes us really different. We have like the custom storybooks with our actual girls in them, custom CDs. My mom is also a songwriter, so her and her friends have written us a whole album of songs that we perform at schools and when we do shows at the mall. We didn't know how it was going to snowball so quickly, but I went out there, I did the first party, and without any advertising or anything, just the parents from that party and the kids having that experience, it grew and grew, and people started to request other characters that we didn't have. So I have a really hard time saying no. Pretty much anyone that calls me, if the character can be made into a human being character, I try to do it. We don't do the big fuzzy characters though. One, I don't have the space to store them. And two, there's already companies on the island that do that kind of thing. There's definitely legal things that you have to watch out for. We don't infringe on anything. And with the big fuzzy characters, it's hard to do that, you know, to create them and then make them different, because then they could essentially turn out kind of creepy looking. We just are starting to add boy things because we're having a lot of requests for it. And we have Iron Superhero, and we also have Spider Superhero. And the Spider Superhero, he's also in the Legends show. He's an acrobat. So we've had him doing dances for the kids, and he does backflips and things and amazes them. The very first month I did maybe 2 parties. The next month I did 6 parties, and it continued to grow. It doubled every month. Now we do about 40 to 50 parties a month. We have over 30 girls on our roster right now. So we have about 10 that work really consistently. October is very busy. It gets more busy during the holiday season, and now we're going to have Santa Claus as well this year. So if you want to have Santa Claus visit your home, we will have him available. Our thing that we specialize in is actually interacting with the kids. We do have the very short packages. We also have an hour package. Most of our packages include a crafting project, a storybook reading, songs that we sing, which are our own custom songs. We play games with the kids. Some of the time we have a big parachute that we bring out for our superheroes, things like that. We recently ran a contest on our Facebook page for little girls to enter telling us why they would want to be a princess. And we picked the winners. Now the winners get to go to the Ultimate Princess Day, and 10 of our characters are going to be there. So we're going to film this, and the footage from this is going to be used for our music video. We're super thankful for Z3 Sports Academy. We actually just came across them, and their facility is amazing, and they're donating it and letting us use it for free.
Happy